Hi there, welcome to another video, and this video is called All Lives Matter. And I just wanted to do a video about this because all lives do matter, and I wanted to explain what I think is going on with the Black Lives Matter cult. There was a football match. Burnley were playing. I can't remember the other team. I didn't catch that information, but I was watching a little bit of it on Sky Sports. On YouTube, you can get little clips of Sky Sports sometimes. And what's going on is what's going on is racism, but because the Black Lives Matter cult, violent cult, is saying Black Lives Matter, but you're not allowed to say White Lives Matter. The people that put that banner up in the Burnley Stadium saying White Lives Matter are banned from ever going to their ground ever again. And I don't understand that because all lives matter. And if you're saying that you're Black Lives Matter, but you're angry at someone that's saying White Lives Matter, then that's a form of racism. That's what it is. It's racism, that. And what it looks like the system at the top is trying to do, I think, is because they know that this is going to be seen on the news, right? I think this is an agenda, a conspiracy against black people. That's what I think is going on here. So that the whole point is so that we think that there's a movement for black people, and then we see on the news, like is happening all the time, violence and taking down statues, and so we all have a perception of black people being a certain way. It's obvious to me that that's what they're trying to do. This is a counterintelligence operation, and counterintelligence operations, if you look this stuff up, it's something that is used on society. The militaries use it. They actually have officers in the military that do that, counterintelligence. But this is a classic counterintelligence operation. And what the people are doing, there's a footballer called Micah Richards. He plays for Manchester City. And he was upset and offended, and I don't understand why. Because, Black Lives Matter, but so do White Lives. What's the problem? I don't understand, you know what I mean? And what we've got people saying they're anti-racists, but they're actually racists. It's absolutely insane. And they don't realise that if you're not allowing people to say White Lives Matter, even All Lives Matter has been demonised. Right? So if we're not allowed to say All Lives Matter and we're not allowed to say White Lives Matter, then that's the Black Lives Matter being racist. So they're basically saying that the black lives are the only ones that matter. And that is racism. It's a form of that is racism, that. But the sheeple that are taking part in this, they don't seem to see that they are mirroring racism, but they are just doing the mirror of what they say that they're against. It's so obvious that it's so obvious that that's what's going on. They're just mirroring that which they say that they're against. But of course, all lives matter. Of course they do. Because every life form, in its own way, is unique and special. And we should be exploring and, really exploring the unique differences that everyone has. But humanity has got so low that now it's on its knees. This is what's happening. You know, sooner, it doesn't matter how much good things you do. If you go to your knees, you're pathetic. You're a joke. You know, I've never went on my knees for anyone in my life, and I'm not going to start now. Right? What's going on is obviously a satanic ritual kind of thing, right? Where they're getting you to be ashamed of yourself if you're not black, and also paint a picture of black people to being thugs. The system in its physical form is obviously racist against black people. And this is a counterintelligence operation so that we think that black people are thugs. Like, I was watching a video the other day, someone shared me on Facebook, and this black woman was saying, or was accusing the black people because they trashed the shop. So this is the system wanting us to perceive black people in a bad light. That's what this is. So that when we watch the news, we think that it's the black people that are doing all this, and so that when we then become so narrow-minded that we think all blacks are the same when that's not true. The bodies that we have, vehicles, are like just different cars, but a driver can go into many different cars, but you're not the car, you're the driver. You're the infinite energetic force that's within a body. And eventually the body dies and you're free, and you could be a totally different race or life when you come back. And this is the thing, and this ignorance of thinking that you are your race is by design. It's all arranged, because they do. If you know the truth of what you are, of one, that you're all one, you know, that is a thing that can wake humanity up spiritually, and this is what they want to stop. And when you see craziness with people and fear, the sheeple are a reflection of the system. So the system is going through a tough time at the moment, and the wheels are coming off. Just like society, you know, the wheels are coming off, because society is just a reflection of the system. And the reason the wheels are coming off from the system is because there's a global spiritual awakening happening. I had an unexpected spiritual awakening just under 10 years ago, and it's been awakening process ever since. And people from all over the globe, the planet, are going through the same things. That's why they're trying to use this divide and rule card. They've always used it, the system. They're desperate to try and get us distracted from the fact that they're, you know, putting out all this 5G just now, this smart grid system. Because the one thing divide and rule does is it distracts you. It gets you to fight each other when you're actually one. And the point of it, you might ask, the whole point of this is so that you don't wake up spiritually, you know, because when you think that you're separate and that you are your body, you can't access your infinite potential, your divinity. When you see all as one consciousness, that's when you start accessing that higher power of yourself that's within you. So that's where it's all about, keeping us away from our spiritual self. But yeah, all lives matter, you know. And if you're offended at me saying that, then you must be a racist yourself. If you're offended when I say white lives matter, then that's racist against white people, right? I don't have a problem with someone saying black lives matter or transsexual lives matter or any kind of lives matter. Is fine by me, because all is one with me, you see. I see all as a different reflection as me, or of me, sorry. And that's the way it is. Like I said earlier, you know, these bodies are just vehicles to experience the life. It's not who we are. But we are the energy that is taking possession of a body. So what I'm trying to do here is enlighten you and get rid of any ignorance that you might have. If you're watching this and you catch yourself favouring Black Lives Matter over White Lives Matter, that's a form of racism. But that's the idea. Divide and rule keeps you away from oneness. The system doesn't want togetherness, doesn't want unity. The original Black Lives Matter was actually a peaceful thing. And then it got hijacked from a violent group. Some people think Antifa. And like I say, the whole idea, because they don't want unity. They thought, this is a good movement, we need to disrupt this. And so they did. And everything is organised by the system. The system, the police were even caught on camera leaving bricks for the protesters to get. Everything comes from the top. The system, like I say, the system at its core is the Illuminati, which is basically just a demonic energy field that picks certain people that you think is the Illuminati, but Illuminati at its core is a demonic energy system. Everything's energy. And in this spiritual awakening we're all going through, this global awakening, we are awakening and understanding that all is one. And this is a method, this Black Lives Matter, to stop that. The system's basically desperate now, because as more people awaken, then the less power the system has, you see, to feed off of our anxieties and fears. That's what the COVID was for as well. The COVID-19 doesn't exist. That's what Dr. Andrew Kaufman said. It's never been isolated properly. But that again, about fear. It's not people like Bill Gates, really. Yes, he's part of it, but he's just a puppet for this demonic energy system that's controlling him. But yeah, all lives matter. Right? We all know that. But just now there's a lot of racism, and this is going to, the Premier League in Britain, the Soccer Premier League, is supporting this violent cult. And this is going to turn bad for them. Because as this is on television more and more, that this is a violent cult, this could destroy football. That could be the plan. Maybe the system doesn't like us watching football or sport. Maybe it wants to destroy sport. And so you don't have any fun anymore, you see. I think that's what's going on. I think they're trying to make us crack. I think that's what lockdown was about, not protecting us from COVID. I mean, that's just ridiculous. They don't want to protect us, they want to frighten us. But still you get some stupid sheeple that just... They actually think the government cares. The government shows us how they don't care time and time again, but you get some stupid fools that want to believe they do. People are amazing in regards to their stupidity. But yes, we are one, and all lives matter. All lives matter. We are all one. Black lives matter, white lives matter. Yes. But anyway, I'm just going to leave it there. I just wanted to do a little enlightened video for people because, I shouldn't even have to say these things, because it's such simple things that I'm saying, that we all can see that our bodies are just the vehicles, that we're all actually the same consciousness, you see. But anyway, I'm just going to leave it there. If you want to check my latest updates and videos and all my latest stuff, it's on my website, which is www.lovelightfamily.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you.